Welcome back to LonelyMan BGs, and this game overview for Dungeon Champs, a quick fantasy card game created by Matt Garbutt and published by Outland Entertainment. Dungeon Champs is a 2 to 6 player game lasting between 10 and 15 minutes long. In this game, players will stand against one another, dispatching creatures off to the field of battle. The stronger the creature, the more likely the player will win out the round. Not only will creatures hasten to battle, but spells can be cast in their stead, weakening opponents or messing with their cards in some other manner. Players will play through the entire deck of cards, and the person with the most cards in their win pile at the end of the game is labeled as Dungeon Champ and carries the title of Victor. To begin the game, players are given 3 life tokens, or 2 life tokens if playing with more than 4 players. The deck of creatures and spell cards is then shuffled, and 5 cards are dealt to each player. The rest of the deck remains in the center of the table as the draw pile. Looking at their hand, each player will select a creature from the cards they're in, placing the creature face down. The creature is now in play. Whatever card has the highest value wins the round, and that player then collects the other player's cards, adding them to their win pile. The player then discards their own winning card to the graveyard. But it isn't that simple. Creature cards all have a number value between 2 and 13. They also have card types, which will give a +1 value to cards that are weak against them. There are 4 card types. Undead creatures get +1 against heroes. Hero creatures get +1 against fiends. Fiend creatures get +1 against the magical. And magical creatures get +1 against the undead. So let's do an example. The following cards have been played to the field of battle: Undead Banshee, Undead Phantom Limb, Hero the Kid, and Magical Unicorn. While the Phantom Limb and the Kid have equal numerical values, undead creatures get a +1 against hero creatures, so Phantom Limb beats out the Kid. But the Banshee, another undead creature, has a numerical value of 11, already beating out both the previous cards. Then again, we must consider the Magical Unicorn creature in play, which has an equal value to the undead Banshee. Fortunately for it, magical creatures have a +1 against undead, and so Unicorn wins the round. Instead of placing a creature down for battle, a player may opt to place a spell card down from their deck. Each spell card has a different effect. For example, summoning Ifrit, the magical god of fire, automatically causes a loss of 1 life token for all other players. Whereas a spell card like Healing Touch causes the player to regain a life token. Note that a player can only hold 2 spell cards in their hand at a time, and any extra must be discarded to the graveyard. Additionally, once a spell has been used, it is also discarded to the graveyard. As mentioned before, players get either 2 or 3 life tokens depending on player count. When one is lost, it is flipped over to the other side. If a player loses all their life tokens, they are not out of the game, but they do send all their winnings to the graveyard. Then the life tokens are flipped over again to their healthy side. The game ends once cards run out, and whoever has the most cards in their win pile is the Dungeon Champ. In the event of a tie, players will perform the classic rock, paper, scissors to determine the victor, lest a spell card says otherwise. Thanks for watching this video on Dungeon Champs. To learn more about this game, check out the links in the description.